Alright everybody, Bart from Bicycle Rider YouTube, and today we are out riding the Boss Cruiser. So I really like the Boss Cruiser as just that really cool 7-speed cruiser that's comfortable, easy to ride, and has enough gears that you can ride in multiple situations. Around here on the beach, sometimes you just don't know which way the wind's blowing. Misha and I just did an easterly ride here outside of Bay St. Louis. Took us about 4 miles down the beach to get to this little spot. So we're testing out just the comfort of these seats. I did a time trial this morning on my aero bike. So, you know, my butt's a little bit tender at the moment. A seat like this really does keep it comfortable. If someone doesn't ride bikes a lot, I mean, a seat is something that's important. And this is a big honking seat. So it's not really what I'm used to, but it serves a purpose when you don't have, you know, spandex bicycle pads, shorts, and whatnot. If you don't want to ride with that type of stuff. A lot of people that don't ride bikes a lot, first thing they do is look at the seat and position. So this bike has a very comfortable swept back bar. So as I'm riding, I'm nice and up front. I am taking a lot of wind, but usually comfort is paramount in these situations. So a lot of times a flat bar, a mountain bike, something you're down like this, with a swept back bar and a quill stem, you can really raise and lower this to multiple levels. You know, just decent V brakes, nothing fancy, but easy to maintain. If you know you get a lot of sand caked up in your beach bike or something, it's so easy to disconnect the brakes, clean out the pads, and put it all back together. It only takes a quick moment and you're good to go. As we're looking at the rim, it's got a nice thick double-walled rim with a machined surface, and that does help the brake pads, you know, stop good if you need them to. And it's a 26 2.33-inch tire, so plenty of air volume. You can keep this tire, you know, aired down to very minimal and have a great ride. Doesn't affect it. You know, it's got a nice chain guard, so you don't have to worry about getting, you know, grease on your leg or anything like that. So we're probably going to go down into Bay St. Louis here in just a little bit. I don't want a big grease spot on my leg. And with a chain guard, you're not going to have it. It does have bolt-on axles, so if you do lock up and decide to hang too long at the beach bar, you don't have to worry about someone coming along with a quick release and stealing a wheel or something. And you know that kind of stuff happens. But when you have bolt-on axles, it's just not something you have to worry about. Simple 7-speed turning derailleur. So it's, like I said, a Toyota Camry of derailleurs. It just works good. Nothing fancy, but a good gear range that, you know, if you get the wind to your back, this bike's pretty quick. And if you're into the wind, you've got enough gear reduction to cruise easy. Spin it out, cruise easy. So I don't want to make this video too long. This is size 19, I'm 5'9". You know, it's about the right size for me. And it is made out of a 6061 T6 aluminum. So it's a nicer grade aluminum. If you are down here on the salt water, this is not the kind of bike that's going to rust out on you. It even has kind of a conical front washer here. So if you get caught in a rainstorm or have to leave this out, the water runs off of this instead of into your bearings. Nothing super fancy. Seal bearings, you know, nice crank. Good bikes. This is the diamond frame, and then of course they do make a step through. So how tall are you, Misha?
5'1.5".
Misha's 5'1.5", and this is a size 14. We did have to raise the seat up a bit for her. So this bike, she could probably be on a little bit bigger bike, maybe a 15. But then again, Misha is a bicycle rider that's not used to, you know, that's used to having a higher seat. A lot of times on a beach cruiser, people want a low seat, be able to touch the ground with both feet. This is how a lot of people want to be. So depending on, you know, your size and what you want out of this bike, don't think this is one of those bikes that you have to go straight leg. This is more of a feet forward design, cruiser design. You don't need peak performance out of your legs to make this bike do what it's supposed to do. Something about having, no matter how many bikes you have in your quiver, there's something about having a solid beach cruiser that's just good to have fun and cruise along, you know, the neighborhood or nice beach paths. So Jameis has been building bikes for a long time, and the Boss Beach Cruiser is really a quality bike. They're about $550. So just know it's a good quality bike. with low thrills on it, and something that's going to last for a long time and give you a real comfortable ride. So thanks for riding with me on the beach, Misha. We're going to continue this, but just wanted to hit you up on the Boss Cruisers real quick. All right, this is the Wave Beach Cruiser in action. So this is riding a beach cruiser down the beach boardwalk. Something about it super relaxing and super fun. It's just upright position, kick back, talk to the person you're riding with. It doesn't always have to be about speed. And yes, this is coming from me who loves to race bicycles. Sometimes it's cool just cruising. Something about simplicity and a good sturdy beach bike makes for a great afternoon. I probably said it 3 times. We did a time trial race this morning. So after a time trial race, after an event like that, it's cool to do the opposite. Just kick back and cruise. And the Boss Beach Cruiser does it very well. And these things are built like a tank. They're made to last. So when you buy one of these, even if you live on the salt water like this, you can depend on this bike lasting for years instead of roughing out really quick like you see a lot of the department store bikes do. Believe me, I own a bicycle shop. I see a lot of beach cruisers come through, and most of them are so trashed I can't even twist the spoke nipples. So anyway, we got some bikes coming. I'm gonna let you guys go for now. Okay.